Hey, what is happening, everybody? You are back with the Real PG, bringing you another day's worth of MLB player props for today, June the 6th. Before we get into the video, if I could please ask you guys to smash that like button. If you're not yet subscribed, get subscribed. For those of you who are not familiar with me, I brought this channel into making early last baseball season, and we thrived through baseball and stopped doing videos about a month ago due to some personal stuff, but we are back. We have been absolutely cooking in the MLB so far this year in the Patreon. We have made some big changes. We got off of Prize Picks and we are over at Sleeper betting now. Sleeper does not bump the lines like Prize Picks does. They only will move a line if the sportsbook themselves move the line, and they don't have a fixed pay where everything is like a 4-man is 10x. You can have a 4-man on Sleeper that's worth 4x. You can have a 4-man that's worth 25x. The way that works is based on the juice of the line or the vig of the line. Say you have a minus 180 line, something that is highly juiced. Something like that is going to get you a lower multiplier than, say, something at even money or minus 120. So you can kind of pick your risk level in each and every individual lineup. So if you head over to your app store, this is a mobile only app, guys. Sign up with promo code capital letters PG, gets you the 100% match up to $100. And more importantly, it gets you access to my Sleeper Squad. For those of you who have not been on Sleeper, heard about Sleeper, the Sleeper Squad is literally what makes this app the actual gem of all the apps. It's in Discord within the app, but it allows you to share your plays with only the other people in the group. So the people who sign up using my promo code, basically, when I submit a play, I can choose to share it or not share it. I generally will share my lineups because I'm trying to help everybody. I don't share as much during the weekdays because Patreon is on the weekdays and those people are paying for information. But on the weekends, it's a free-for-all. I'm putting everything that I make out, and people are able to tail it in the click of a button, and you will get access to that when you sign up using my promo code. So with that being said, guys, let's head into today's slate. Very juicy slate today. Yesterday was turned out just fine. It was an ugly slate, but turned out just fine for the most part, outside Alec Manoah and his .1 outs. But that's yesterday. So let's take a look. I got 3 plays that we're going to go over today. Maybe 4. We'll see. So first one we're going to be looking at, my favorite play of the day, Mitch Keller. We're going to be looking at Keller's over his outs at 17.5, guys. So this one, he has hit in 10 of the last 12. It looks, 10 of the last 12 at 83%. Mitch is playing at home today, where he is perfect so far at 5 out of 5. Okay, this is the gem of the day against Oakland, who, if you've been following baseball, is one of the worst teams in the league, if not the worst team in the league. Their bats literally do not work. So Mitch should be able to navigate his way through this with no problem. Opening line was minus 200. It is now currently sitting, let's take a look where it is at. It was around minus 210 last I looked. Minus 236, guys. So this thing is just flying up. It's going to bump pretty soon to 18.5. There's no doubt about that. So I'm going to get this video out to you as fast as possible. Not much more to say about that one. Let's look at the Oakland A's real quick versus right-handed pitchers. So it's an outs prop, not a strikeout prop anyways, but just to show you, Oakland strikes out second most in the league. Mitch is going to have no problem working his way through the lineup, guys. They have a 206 average to righties, WRC plus of 78. Yeah, this is definitely a team you want to be pitching against. So Jesus, guys, I am sorry. Mitch Keller over 17.5 player outs. Let's get into Zach Eflin because I obviously want to talk about him. I've said his name like 3 times now talking about Mitch Keller. So let's look at Zach and his player outs as well, guys. So Eflin is going to be playing today at home versus Minnesota, another team that is incredibly friendly to the pitcher. So if we look, he is on a 6-game active streak to the over. He is 7 of 10 on the year, 70%, pretty damn good. If you bring it to his home games, he has struggled early on, back in April, but since May has hit, he has been perfect since, and he even put 7 innings up against Toronto. And Toronto bats have been exceptional lately, guys. So this is not something that's easy to do. People are getting knocked off the mound against Toronto very early lately. So again, we zoom out to the bigger picture and we see what he's done lately. Nothing but green. All right. So this is going to be play number 2. If we take a look at what Zach Eflin has done versus Minnesota. So now that, another thing quick, now that StatMuse is trying to charge, guys. If you don't know this, I'm going to tell you right now, there is a way around paying for StatMuse. You get your however many free per day, per month, whatever it is, and then they want you to get their StatMuse Plus. So if you go to your browser and you just open a private window, you'll get unlimited searches. And if you run out, it does tell you run out, you just open a new private window, okay? So let me drop this down. Here's my Zach Eflin window. Okay, so this is on a private window because I ran out of searches. So this is, again, just a little cheat for you guys who don't want to be paying for a site that we've had free access to forever, and I feel we should continue to have free access to. But Zach had one career game versus Minnesota when he was a Philly, but he did put up 7 innings of work. We are looking for 6 today, so he does have the one game of history on his side. He does have the current 6-game running streak that we looked at. And then again at home, guys, over the last 5, looking superb. So this is going to be play number 2. I really like this. It's probably my favorite 2-man of the day. And then let's add on to that. And we're going to be looking at a strikeout prop next, guys. We're going to be looking at Lucas Giolito. And he's going to be playing today on the road versus the New York Yankees. So let's look at his overall for this year. So this is his strikeouts. Okay, so he lately has had a couple rough games. Kansas City really, I don't know what this one was about. I don't know how he found only 4 Ks in this game. Detroit is sometimes, they are a very up and down team, so they're tough to strike out some days. Other days they're striking out nonstop. It kind of depends on the lineup they run out. And early this season, Brian Reynolds and Pittsburgh were like the happening thing, so this was a tough matchup. Again, early on, we're more concerned about these two, and they were hook losses. Okay, it's not like he had 2 strikeouts or 3 strikeouts. He did miss by the hook, and he's playing the New York Yankees, who are very, very friendly to the pitcher. Let's take a look where they currently sit and then where they sit over the last 3 games. So right-handed pitchers versus the Yanks for their strikeouts. They're striking out at a 22.9% clip, guys. So about 1 in every 4 to 1 in every 5 batters is falling to the strikeout. All right, so generally in a 6-inning outing, the pitcher on average is going to see around 25 batters or so. So we're looking at somewhere between 5 and 6 Ks mathematically. The line we're looking at today is only 4.5. Giolito in the past has served up nothing but goods against the Yankees. Despite 2 wins and 2 losses, he has had 4 games, very short games at that. 4 innings pitched, 6 innings pitched, 5 innings pitched, and 5 innings pitched. But in all 4, guys, 7, 6, 6, and 8 Ks, he has gotten the job done. Another thing that you can look at for Giolito, I have not looked at his season stats for this one, but I'm just now noticing this. These walks here, 3, 4, 4, and 3. A lot of walks against the Yankees. So that's another thing you may want to check out, but I do like the strikeouts. We could quickly take a look at the walks. I did say he was away, yeah. That might be something I'm interested in just because of the last 4 on the road being over. But again, we are looking at strikeouts, which in my opinion look much better when we go to the road versus his home log. It's not much of a difference. He's a little bit better at home, but he's gotten there. Again, this is back in the beginning of April, almost 2 months ago now. over 2 months ago now, actually. Yeah, 2 months ago, yeah. So, a little concerning, the 4 against Detroit, but really at the end of the day, we're looking at a pretty clean stat sheet here. Pretty convincing that he's going to be finding his way over 4.5 Ks when we look at, again, the history of not yet going under one time, and then a strong set of games here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the last 10 games. He's gone over and he's hooked both of his misses. I like this. 22.9% strikeout rate. Didn't know they had this right here, but that is cool. So yeah, if you want to go down and take a look at what other righties have done against the Yankees lately, 5 out of the last 8 have hit. The ones that have missed, Darvish, 2, so he obviously got whacked off the mound early is my guess. And then we got Bryce Miller and Logan Gilbert, both of which were plus money on their strikeout odds at these numbers, so it's not surprising that they did fail. So the 3 most recent, though, George Kirby, Michael Grove, and Bobby Miller. 2 Dodgers pitchers here that one is not great, one is a number 1 prospect, but it is early in his career, and they both laid 7 pieces down against him. So Giolito should be able to get the job done today, in my opinion, guys. Let's take a look at his Vegas line and see where that lays right now. Just because I like to see some kind of backing from the public and stuff, that does just kind of soothes my feel about the play. Okay, minus 170 to the over. So the money is overwhelming to the over, and I do agree with this. So I've seen all I needed to see on Lucas Giolito and his overs. So currently we've got Zach Eflin over 17.5 outs. We've got Mitch Keller over 17.5 outs. And we've got Lucas Giolito over 4.5 Ks. And the last one I do want to look at is going to be Shane Bieber. And we're going to be looking at his player outs as well. And if we look at Bieber, let me take a look. I did not write down where he is playing, so let me take a look. I believe he's at home today, though. He is at home. Okay, so let's give... Let's give Bieber a look and see what they're talking about. So, another very, very clean stat sheet, guys. Last time you saw Boston put up 21 outs, 7 innings pitched. Over the last 5, 17.6. Last 10, almost 19. And over the season, 18.8. Again, he is at home. Take a look what he's done at home this year. He's only played 4 home games. And he has hooked it 1 time, gone over the other 3. Let's take a look at the away stats, just so you can see. And then back to the overalls. So his last game was a miss. He has yet to miss back-to-back this year. So that is a trend that we have going in our favor as well. And when he does go over, a lot of times he goes over by a whole inning. He has hit 18 4 times, but he has also had 21 plus, or 20 plus, I should say, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So realistically, we can expect 6 to 7 based off of this chart. Let's take a look at Boston bats because they are a little more difficult. Let's see what they've been up to lately. So let's refresh this and let's look at what Boston's K rates have been. I know this is an outs play, not a strikeouts play, but this all correlates, guys, all right? So Boston has been striking out actually an awful lot over the last 3 games. They're at almost 26%, 25.9. Over the last game, they had a 26.5% strikeout rate. So they're dropping about 1 in every 4 players to the K. Outside of that, let's take a look at what Bieber has done in the past as far as time on the mound. So we're going to be looking at the game that he played this year, obviously, with the most weight. Again, we already looked at this. He went 7 innings, had 4 Ks, saw 27 batters. Game prior, last season, 7, Innings pitched, same thing. 27 batters seen, 4 strikeouts. I mean, this is consistency at its finest right here, guys. Game prior, 6. Still hits our prop, 26 batters. You know, again, the model of consistency, 7 Ks. You know, and that was back in 2019. So these are getting to be a little older now, a little less reliable. So based off the last 3 games, though, you know, 23, 22, and 2019, he's got 3 hits, all to the over. He has seen a very constant amount of batters. He has had very constant strikeout numbers. It looks like he really does have Boston's number. So coming back, taking a look at what he has done so far this year, looks great. What he's done at home looks great. What he's done in the past versus Boston, it looks great. So I do like his player outs over 17.5. So the 4-man that I would be running today, again, since I don't have a way to show it to you due to the fact that it is a mobile only app, let's see if I can pull up just a quick notepad or something. Yeah, I got some notes. There we go. Can I get something new here? You see how illiterate I am with the computer. Alright, so we've got Shane Bieber over 17.5 player outs. We've got Zach Eflin. Oh, Feline, sure. Autocorrect me all you want. Eflin over 17.5 outs. Player outs. We have got Mitch Keller over 17.5 player outs. That will be getting bumped very, very soon, you guys. Jump on that one. And last but not least, we have Lucas Giolito over 4.5 Ks. So those are the 4 we're going to be looking at today, guys. If I had to put them in an order for you, it would be Mitch Keller, followed by a toss-up of Zach Eflin and Lucas Giolito, and last but not least, Shane Bieber. I do think a very strong 2-man, all these Mitch Keller with each one of these guys, a 3-man of these 3, and then also the 4-man. I think are great looks today for Sleeper. So if you are tailing, I wish you the best of luck. I think today we sweep these plays, and I think it goes relatively smooth at that. Not much of a sweat, hopefully. So yeah, if you're tailing, best of luck, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.